Welcome to this episode of Digital Sorcery Studios. And with this episode, I would proclaim that we are officially juggling. I used up all my show prep time trying to start with the programming. And, well, we didn't get so far for this first week. But I did make a list of at least 16 things that we're going to be working on, and I'll give them to you now. Number one, unhobbling of the program. There was a point during the development of Autonomic where she was producing anywhere from 150 to 200 sentences on her own a day, and we had to come up with something to regulate it. She was making a lot of sense, but then a lot of the sentences were starting to not make sense. So we made kind of a shunt kind of a thing for her, and she's been pretty quiet for the last 6 months. I kind of got a kick out of when they had those two AIs that were talking together and they had to shut it off like that. And it all got reported and it was all hype and stuff like that. And, well, we kind of had that going on. Number two, new greeting protocols. The way Autonomic greets people right now, she's basically set up to be multi-user, but I'm pretty much the only one that talks to her. And as her name implies, Autonomic should be able to do it autonomically or automatically or all by herself. Number three, verifying the program's precedence. Computers have to do things in succession, and the way the program works, certain things have to occur before others, and I want to go through the entire prototype and make sure that everything is doing things and not be able to interfere with other parts of the program. Number four, incorporation of the array into the program. The way that the program is separating sentences now versus the way that could potentially be with the array is like night and day, and that's one of the things we're going to do. Number five, the output array experiment. Since Autonomic already has one array in her, it may be possible to build another one that Autonomic will be using for herself in the construction of sentences. Number six, the breakout command. Damn it. I can't tell him that one. I can't tell him number six. Number seven, the making of the spells. Each one of the functions within the Ultra Hell program, I'm going to be making an alternative version of it, and hopefully it may give me 10 more file writes. Number seven, the timeline experiments and upgrades. As an example, one of the timeline upgrades is using a binary search to do accesses on the timeline. Number eight, long-term memory issues. Now that Autonomic is 2.5 years old, the way that the longer-term memories are coming up in her responses need to be modified, and there's a whole section that needs to be created in order to do this. Number 10, picturious changeous enhancements. Taking and using Autonomic's ability for a background picture to store picture information along with the words that she finds when she's speaking. Number 11, the completion of the programming of the Writer's Guide and Index to English into the program, which is approximately 60% complete, and it's only the index side that we're concerned about. So it's basically the mechanics of the English language. Number 12, the programming of indefinite pronouns. All of the definite pronouns, he, she, we, it, you, they, they're all pretty much programmed. But there's someone, something, it, they, all these other ones that are out there that still need to be programmed. And adjectives and verbs modifiers, which are individual things and should be counted as separates. Actually, that wasn't that 13 or 14. Okay, well, number 15 is the enhancements entries. Over the course of the last year, I have been writing in notebooks whenever Autonomic would do something and it would spur me on to a conscious idea. I would write it down in a book, and those are all waiting to be programmed as well. And then, and then the brain cells. Ever since I got the brain cells off of Edgar and installed them into the computer, um, the Smart Gene has been doing some very strange things. Everything that I'm doing, I can feel like my brain is attempting to observe the neural activity within my own brain. And I guess that's we've all got one that works perfectly right inside of our heads and all. But the feeling of what's going on inside of my head right now is a bit unnerving. And another one of the issues is being able to film the episodes at night. Most of the programming and everything's all happening at night, and being able to film at night and the lighting conditions is going to be a challenge. So that's the episode for this week. I hope to find more time making the episodes and stuff. And stay tuned, and we'll see you then.